Good day to all of you, especially to our ALS learner. I am here once again to discuss a new lesson from Learning Strand 5, Understanding Self and Society. This lesson is for elementary level. Before we proceed to our topic today, let me read first objectives. First objectives: discuss correct practice at home and in school in times of disaster. Second, identify the government agencies responsible for keeping people safe in times of calamity. Third, describe the effects of an earthquake on people and the environment. Example, destruction of lives and properties, changes in land features. These objectives serves us on what should be able to know, understand, and to do by the end of lesson. Are you ready? Now I will show you a video. What you will need to do is stop, watch, listen, and learn. Because after the video, I will have some question for all of you. Did you understand the video? Here's the question. Number 1. What can you say about the video? Ano ang masasabi niyo tungkol sa video na inyong napanood kanina? Number 2. Did you experience such thing? Naranasan niyo na ba yung ganoong kalamidad sa video na inyong napanood? Number 3. What will you do at times of disaster? Ano ang inyong gagawin pag may kalamidad na darating? Our topic this morning is all about correct practices at home and in school at times of calamities. Now I will show you some images of disaster. First is a typhoon. What is typhoon? It is a type of tropical cyclone that occurs in the Northwest Pacific region. It is characterized by strong winds, heavy rain, and can cause significant damage to coastal area. Typhoons are similar to hurricane, which occurs in Atlantic at Northeast Pacific, but they can be named differently based on their location. Second is an earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden or rapid shaking of the ground caused by movement of tectonic plates beneath the Earth's surface. This movement can occur due to various factors, including the release of stress along geological faults, volcanic activity, or human activity such as mining. Next is a flood. What is flood? A flood is an overflow of water onto the land that is normally dry. It can occur due to various factors, including heavy rainfall, rapid snow melt, storm surge from hurricane or typhoon, can cause significant damage to property, infrastructure, and the environment, and they can pose serious risk to human safety. Flooding can be classified into different types, such as flash floods, river floods, coastal floods, and urban floods. Next is landslide. A landslide is a movement of rock, earth, or debris down to a slope due to gravity. This natural phenomenon can occur in various forms, including rock falls, mudslides, and debris falls. Landslides are often triggered by factors such as heavy rain, earthquakes, volcanic activity, or human activities like construction and mining. Halimbawa na lang dito yung nangyari sa Masaramako. Nagkaroon sila ng landslide at maraming mga properties ang nasira. Next is drought. Ito yung tinatawag natin na tagtuyot. Drought is a prolonged period of abnormal low rainfall leading to a shortage of water. It can be significantly impact agriculture, water supply, and ecosystem. Drought conditions can be arise from various factors such as climate variability, changes in weather patterns, and human activities. The effect of drought can be severe, resulting in crop failures, water shortages for drinking and sanitation, and the negative impacts of wildlife and natural habitats. I have questions. First, did you encounter one of these disaster? Nakaranas ka na ba ng isa sa mga sakunang nabanggit ko kanina? Katulad na lang ng landslide, drought o tagtuyot, bagyo, flood or baha, or earthquake o lindol. Next, how do disaster affects people's life? Paano ba nakakaapekto ang kalamidad sa buhay ng isang tao? Pangatlo, what are the preparations to do at home, school, before the calamities and disaster happen? Ano yung mga dapat na preparasyon na gagawin sa bahay o sa paaralan man bago ang isang kalamidad? 4. What are the different agencies that are responsible for keeping the people safe during calamities? Ano ba yung mga agency na tumutulong sa mga tao para magiging ligtas sila sa kalamidad? Okay, things to do and to prepare before disaster. Ito yung mga bagay na dapat nating gawin at ihanda bago pa dumating ang isang kalamidad. First, pack an emergency preparedness kit. Having an emergency preparedness kit on hand may help you keep your family safe during a disaster. An emergency kit should store supply in a large waterproof container near a door or in your garage so you can grab it and find shelter quickly. An emergency kit should contain essential supply to help you and your family respond effectively to emergency or disaster. Includes water, food, first aid kit, flashlight, whistle, multi-tool, dust mask, manual can opener, garbage bags and plastic ties, local maps, cell phone with charger, cash, important documents, clothes and blankets, special needs items, emergency contact information, personal hygiene items such as toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, and hygiene products. This kit should be regularly reviewed and updated to ensure that all items are in good condition. The food and the medicine are not expired. Being prepared can enhance your safety and resilience during emergency. Next to prepare before disaster is to create and practice a disaster plan. Include where to shelter, a route for evacuation, getting emergency alerts and warning, family communication. Listen to local officials. Local governments have systems in place to help area residents learn about disaster. Here are different government agencies that help us in times of calamities. NDRRMC, DSWD, PNP, DOH, PRC, BFP, Pag-asa, PCG, AFP, DPWH, National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council or NDRRMC. Plays a major role in keeping the country safe from disasters and ensuring quick recovery afterwards. NDRRMC is the agency tasked to prepare for and respond to natural calamities like typhoons and earthquakes. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council is a government body in the Philippines responsible for coordinating and overseeing disaster management efforts throughout the country. It serves as the highest decision-making body for disaster response and recovery. Next is Philippine Red Cross. Primarily tasked to deliver humanitarian assistance during emergency and disaster situation. The PRC is a humanitarian organization in the Philippines that provide emergency assistance, healthcare services, and disaster relief to vulnerable communities. It is a part of the International Committee of the Red Cross or ICRC and the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies or IFRC. The key functions of PRC includes emergency response, blood services, healthcare services, disaster preparedness and response, community development. The PRC is an essential part of country disaster management system. Next is the PCG or Philippine Coast Guard. Enforcing laws within Philippine waters, conducting maritime security operation, safeguarding life and property at sea, and protecting marine environment and resources. The PCG is a maritime law enforcement agency under the Department of Transportation of the Philippines. It is responsible for safeguarding the nation's maritime interests, protecting lives and property at sea, and enforcing maritime laws and regulation. Key function of the PCG or Philippine Coast Guard include disaster response. They play a key role in disaster response effort, particularly those related to typhoons and other natural disaster like earthquake. Next is the Bureau of Fire Protection, responsible for the prevention and suppression of all destructive fires. PFP is a government agency under the Department of Interior and Local Government of the Philippines, responsible for fire prevention and suppression, as well as other related emergency response services. The key function of Bureau of Fires includes fire prevention. The BFP conducts fire safety inspection, public education campaigns, and code enforcement to prevent fires from occurring. Emergency Medical Service. The BFP provides basic life supports or BLS and advanced life support or ALS, medical care to victims of fires and other emergencies. Disaster response. The BFP participate in disaster response efforts such as those related typhoons, earthquakes, and floods. Next is PAG-ASA, Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Service Administration. Next is PAG-ASA, responsible for assessing and forecasting weather, flood, and other conditions essential to the safety and welfare of the people. PAG-ASA is a government agency under the Department of Science and Technology of the Philippines, responsible for providing weather forecasts, climate information, and astronomical services to the country. Key functions of PAG-ASA. Weather forecasting. PAG-ASA provides daily weather forecasts for different regions of the Philippines, including information of temperature, precipitation, and other weather parameters. Climate monitoring. PAG-ASA monitor climate trends and patterns in the Philippines, including temperature, rainfall variations, and extreme weather events. Astronomical service. PAG-ASA provides astronomical information such as solar and lunar eclipse, astronomical phenomena, and time signal. Disaster preparedness. PAG-ASA plays a vital role in disaster preparedness by issuing warnings for typhoon, floods, and other natural hazards. Next is DSWD or Department of Social Welfare and Development. DSWD has streamlined the process of providing relief assistance and basic services to these calamities-stricken areas. DSWD is a government agency in the Philippines providing or responsible for promoting the social welfare of Filipino, especially the marginalized and vulnerable sectors of society. Key function of the DSWD: social welfare programs. The DSWD implements various social welfare programs, such as conditional cash transfer or CCT, supplemental feeding programs, and livelihood development projects. Child welfare. The DSWD protect the rights of children and provide services to child in need, including child care, adoption, and foster care. Social protection. The DSWD provides social protection services to vulnerable groups such as elderly, persons with disabilities, and victims of violence. Disaster response and rehabilitation. The DSWD coordinates relief and rehabilitation efforts during and after disaster, providing assistance to affected communities. Social service delivery. The DSWD oversees the delivery of social services through its field offices and partners organization. PNP or Philippine National Police. To perform public safety operation to save lives in times of calamities. deployed for search and rescue operations, road cleaning, and relief operation. PNP is a national police force of the Philippines. It is responsible for law enforcement and public safety throughout the country. Key functions of PNP: public safety. PNP maintains public order, prevent crimes, and responds to emergency. Community policy. The PNP works closely with the communities to address crime and safety concerns. Disaster response. The PNP participates in disaster response efforts, providing assistance to affected communities. Security services. Provide security services for government officials, public events, and critical infrastructures. Department of Health or DOH. It is responsible for ensuring access to basic public health services to all Filipinos through the provision of quality health care and regulation of providers of health and services. DOH is the executive department of Government of the Philippines. It is a government overall technical authority on health. They also develop national plans, technical standards, and guidelines on health. Armed Forces of the Philippines, key responder in a disaster. This includes establishing area commands for directing operation in the field that will engage in search and rescue, relief, rehabilitation, and recover. AFP is the official armed force of the Republic of the Philippines. It is composed of three main branches: the Philippine Army, Philippine Navy, and Philippine Air Force. The primary functions of AFP is maintaining peace and order within the country, including counterterrorism operations and law enforcement assessment. They also provide humanitarian aid and disasters relief during natural calamities and emergency. DPWH, or Department of Public Works and Highways, is responsible for planning, design, construction, and maintenance of national highways, major flood control system, and other public works. Key functions of DPWH: infrastructure development, implementing infrastructure projects nationwide to provide connectivity, accessibility, and economic development. They also developing and implementing plans to mitigate the impacts of natural disaster on infrastructure. Now I will present a video clip about disaster.
The loss of life is much greater on the Philippine island of Luzon. In July of 1990, a quake measuring 7.7 shakes this main island. In the aftermath, 2,600 are dead or missing. The scenic resort city of Baguio becomes a zone of destruction. Even as dangerous aftershocks continue to rock the region, courageous civilians try to reach victims.
Ikalima ng Nobyembre, taong 1971, hinagupit ang kabisayaan ng bagyong Uring. Nagdala ito ng matinding buhos ang ulan na tumagal ng mahigit 3 oras. Ang resulta, matinding pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. Halos 6,000 katao ang patay. Karamihan ng mga nasawi ay mula sa Ormoc City.
The satellite imagery shows what's now categorized as Super Typhoon Haiyan at its peak intensity as it slammed into and then moved across the Philippine Islands, sending waves of seawater on land. And it's now official, this typhoon was the most powerful ever to make landfall. Now to the numbers, and these are sure to change because some places are still cut off. The number of those feared dead begins at 10,000.
Okay, now you will cite ways where government agencies help those who are affected by the disaster and lead in the restoration of the destructed buildings, houses, and other structures. You can answer. Let's have a group role playing. The correct practices or proper ways in handling these calamities. For group 1, the things to do during an earthquake at school. For the group 2, typhoon at home. This is the rubric for role play. Criteria: understanding the topic, 5 points. Role play, 3 points. Presentation, 2 points. Total of 10 points. I will ask you some questions. First, why it is important to know disaster preparedness? Okay, you can answer. It is important to know disaster preparedness because it is essential for protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your community. Next, how can you show your love or care to our environment? We can show our love or care to our environment by minimizing your consumption or our consumption of items that create waste. We should practice reuse, reduce, and recycle. Reuse. Find creative ways to use items again instead of throwing them away. Recycle. Properly sort and recycle items or materials that can be reused or make new product out of it. Some ways that we can show our love also by conserving energy, conserve water, support sustainable practices like buying an eco-friendly products, make sustainable lifestyle choices, support sustainable farming practices, avoid single-use plastic and bring reusable bag for shopping. By incorporating these practices into our daily life, you can make a significant contribution to protecting our environment and ensuring sustainable future for generations to come. For your formative assessment, I will give you 10 minutes to answer. Is everyone ready? Okay, let's start. 5 minutes left. Time's up. Your 10 minutes is done. Kindly pass your paper. For your enrichment activity, with the use of magazine, newspaper, and other printed materials, look for 3 pictures of calamities. You will cut it and paste on a clean band paper and write the things that you need to do in every calamities. And you will put a design. This is the rubric for your enrichment activity. Criteria: focus on topic. Total points: 5 points. Grammar and spelling: 5 points. Organization: 5 points. Total of 15 points. I appreciate you guys taking the time for our class today. Hopefully you learned something useful. Let's remember that empathy, compassion, and a willingness to help others are fundamental to building a resilient and compassionate society. Bye mga kaals!